Start our show with a music legend. New Orleans brings to mind incredible food, a truly unique American culture, and some of the finest jazz and blues music heard the world over. Dr. John has been channeling the spirit of New Orleans music for more than half a century with a string of hit albums since 1968, iconic songs, and multiple Grammys. He is the real deal, growing up in the city's 3rd Ward and making it all the way to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. An honor he celebrated the only way he knows how, with a joyous Dancing in the Aisles jam session with the likes of Elton John, John Legend, and many others. Over the years, he's played with the Rolling Stones, Aretha Franklin, Eric Clapton, Alan Toussaint, Elvis Costello, the list goes on. But this weekend, he's in Seattle at Demetrio's Jazz Alley, and right now, he's here with us at New Day. It's an absolute honor performing for us. Please welcome Dr. John.
Me big cheat, me got him try. Got my spy ball by my side. I'm gonna down and get my squaw. We gonna find a great wall. Me big cheat, me feeling good. Me gonna do everything me could. Me big cheat, me got my gang. Heading downtown to raise some sand. Heading on down to 6 and Daniel. Spy ball running the battlefield. Your whole tribe be having fun. Shoot go from the morning come. Me got by me can't put out. Smoke my peace pipe, make me shout. I'm going down and get my squaw. Might start an engine war. Me bitchy, me feeling good. Put everything in the neighborhood. Time.
I am so excited. Is he not just wonderful? This is joy itself. So do you ever even remember a life without music? You grew up with music, right?
Yes.
From the very beginning. Were there influences that really stand out in your mind?
Well, I had a lot of influences from Professor Longhead, Danny Barker, just so many people. I started off on the guitar and I had great guitar teachers all the way from a guy named Papoose and Roy Montrell, A.J. Guma, all these guys. Everybody had influence on me. Then there were so many piano players that I got to work with early on as a guitar player that it was cool.
It was cool. You were cool.
Life
Sorry,
is cool.
I'm too much of a fan. It's just too hard. So, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What was that like? The celebration, getting in, being among, you know, all of these fantastic musicians immortalized there.
Well, it's an honor to be, you know, put with a lot of great people, and you know, it's always a good feeling. Whatever happens in your life, just like, okay, you're moving there, or wherever. It's a good feeling.
I bet it is. I've enjoyed you on Treme. People are tired of me saying this, but it's the best thing on TV. And being from that part of the country originally, I am so happy to see a show portray what really happened. It seems very real to me. Does it seem that way to you?
Well, you know, I don't own a television.
You don't?
And this is a terrible thing to say on a television
No, that's
show, but
actually just
it's
fine with me.
But the fact is, I don't have one, and it's okay. You know what? I feel cool if I do something for a TV thing, or I do something for anything. But like I don't go to movies. I don't do a lot of things that normal people do. I don't have time, though, really.
But I know you've got strong feelings about the city of New Orleans and its recovery. What can you tell us about whether we've made any progress and whether or not there are still ways that we all can help, because the city has not been put right?
It's there's so much. It's people still all over the United States. They have nowhere to go home to, and their places were wiped out, and then politics made it worse. They just like destroyed people's homes that were in the process of getting rebuilt. On and on. So it's very confusing to situate with that. But, you know, one of the great things people can do if they really, there's things like the New Orleans Musicians Clinic that helps musicians stay alive. But there's also like organizations that are trying to do something. Right now, I'm involved with something. We're trying to save the Gulf of Mexico, because it did supply, you know, 40% of the United States seafood.
Right.
And that's all just chemically unbalanced, and everything's dying. So all I'm trying to do is, if we can make people more aware of other problems that's going on with the problems we already had. And all we can ever do in life is to just have a positive attitude. We can make a difference. And things will open up to where we can.
Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You have made my day. Dr. John will perform at Jazz Alley tonight.